Hi guys, Josh here. Welcome to FramesPerSecond. Today we have George.
Sup?
And
Today we're going to shoot a battle of C41 colour film
We got some Portra 160.
and some Fuji Pro 160 NS.
And we're shooting 645s. George has a Bronica, I've got a Mamiya. And yeah, we're just going to compare the two films and just have fun around Wynnum. And as you can see, there is ocean. Let's go. It's the best I've got, really. You're the trick enough. You can definitely see how this is warmer and this is a lot cooler in color. That's the first difference.
I've noticed that the sky looks, would you agree, more saturated in the Portra?
Yeah.
It's bluer,
I like how pastel this shot of yours looks.
which I kind of like.
Yeah.
I just liked how it was sort of super stark, the table out and the elements sort of thing.
Yeah, and you still get nice shadow detail there as well.
Yeah, actually the Portra retains the shadows really well, I think.
Especially when you consider the highlights of the roof.
Yeah.
With the shadow of what's underneath it.
Yeah,
It's
definitely. Like, is the Fuji a little green? Am I seeing that right?
Because that's usually like the one thing I don't like about Fuji is like the shadows and the darker colors. I just have like a hint more green, which is why I am more of a Portra boy. But with the Portra, it's just a bit warmer. Like the browns kind of pop a bit more.
I kind of like that, to be honest.
Yeah. You can see just the difference in the blues, how the Fuji just has more of like a neutral and cooler color balance. These other guys were just like, had their remote control boats and stuff.
That was very cool, actually.
And so George has a few shots where he's trying to make it look like the ocean as well.
Again, the longer lens might have actually helped me out.
I'm trying to do this thing where you can't see the concrete,
Yeah.
so it looks like
Water.
a water and an actual boat.
And yeah, this family was kind of like taking a photo of themselves, and for some reason I just like taking photos of people doing selfies and stuff. And so this was just after they took the photo.
That's slightly a slightly better version of what I was going for when we were out on the pier.
Yeah.
Is the leading lines to a location with some depth.
And this is my favorite shot.
This is my favorite as well. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's just these older ladies just laughing and talking. I wish it was just a bit closer, but yeah, it could be an album cover of some indie rock band.
I love street photography. I love the idea of taking photos of a scene that is happening in front of you. The thing is, with medium format cameras, they're not very stealthy.
Yeah.
The Bronica sounds like I've shot an airsoft rifle at somebody. So there's a few more shots where I tried to do something a little similar to this, but I'm just miles and miles away from the subject. So
And so George's was a bit further away. And then I am a bit closer. But
Josh waited, so
That's Georgie boy composer for his next one.
yeah, I look like I know what I'm doing. That's half the trick, guys.
One thing I don't have a lot of is just like, I guess, not landscapes, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just those natural kind of things.
yeah. I'm more drawn to like portraits and stuff too. So
Yeah.
I try and shoot more landscape to try and, I don't know, improve somehow.
Yeah, because mine's mostly just portraits or street with people in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we found a tree and some rocks, and so we thought we'd take our chance at landscape stuff because we don't do it a lot.
Yeah, not that often.
And so this is George shooting me, shooting this shot, and then our next shots are quite similar, so we're gonna compare those ones.
Slightly different,
But yeah, if
composition.
you just look at the rocks and the sand,
That's the big giveaway right there.
Yeah, that portrait's just so much more warmer, browner, and the Fuji's so much more neutral and almost more true to your eye.
Yeah, I feel like this particular shot looks almost too yellow for the Portra.
I'd say this is the most portrait-y looking one.
Yeah, I don't think it was that yellow. I don't know what time it was, but it certainly wasn't yellow light that we were.
Yeah, no, it was like midday, I think.
Yeah.
And so yeah, this is like the best comparison I think of the two films.
So if you're going for neutral colours, the Portra might be a bit too casty, but I kind of like it.
Yeah,
It sort of gives it a
like an earthiness to it.
yeah. That's the word I was probably looking for.
George is gonna get dirty.
For the shot.
No.
Slightly damp.
Just a bit. Good.
I've made a terrible mistake.
Come back.
I'm halfway there.
And then, as you'll see in a grand montage of George walking in the mud,
Which I'm still cleaning off my boots.
here's the shot George ended up getting.
There's all these little mangrove roots that look like a tiny little city if you're close enough to it. Unfortunately, I was too scared about falling into the mud and dropping my Bronica into the sea. That's what I ended up with.
Was it worth it?
Well, I'm only slightly moist, so we'll see. We'll see if the photo's worth it. Yeah, comment below if you like it.
And then
I destroyed my roll of film.
yeah, George accidentally opened up, so yeah, his last two shots didn't really come out. And there was this guy who was just taking some drinks out to take to a cafe, and then we found this old Volkswagen van. And so here I'm mostly trying to focus on the license plate. People choose medium format for it just because of how shallow the depth of field is. Because I think I was still at like f5.6, I think, which
wow.
if you're on 35, that's not really shallow at all. You can see just the cooler color palette of the Fuji 160 NS.
Gonna get hit one of these days.
And then I just liked how the light was coming in here, so I took a photo of that. I think I was on the 55 as well.
Yeah, I think you still were, yeah.
Yeah, and then I changed to 80 for this last shot because I don't want to trespass.
Just because I don't feel like trespassing.
It looked better in person. This shot just looks kind of basic now, but in person the shed just looked kind of cool.
Maybe if we could have taken more photos of the scene, quotation marks, it would have put it in some context.
Hope you like the episode. Please let us know your thoughts on the images in the comments below. Feel free to like and subscribe, turn those post notifications so you know when there's a new episode. Anyway, I'm Josh. This is George. Let's get out there, shoot some film. Do it.